Okay, so listen, folks, I want to thank you guys for showing up today. It's such an amazing snowstorm out there that I figured that a lot of people would be encouraged to head on out and have some fun this morning. Have their coffee outside in the snow, right? This might be the only chance that you get. No. Right? So I want to also welcome some of the members. I keep picking on Owen because it's nice to see him. He's been a member now for over a year, and today is his first time being here. So this is very cool. But before we get to our topic today, which is small business essentials, which I didn't tell Catherine that I'm going to be picking on her quite a bit, using her quite a bit. Hello. Can you guys hear me? Okay, good. For a second there, I just got frozen. I just thought, and then you hope that it's not one of those weird poses where you're like, so hopefully that won't happen again. But I do want to just chat about some of the things that are coming up this week. Of course, today we have this presentation, and then right afterwards we have our discussion lounge. Of course, that's where members kind of help members to with referrals and stuff like that. So please do stick around for our members. And then, of course, Wednesday morning we have real estate investing with Yuri Nesbitt. Listen, folks, if any of you are interested in real estate investing at all, or if you've had a curiosity about it, especially in this climate, this real estate climate, don't miss Wednesday morning with Yuri Nesbitt, 9:30. And then Thursday morning, we have Catherine Davies, who, of course, she's doing Tech Talk. Last week's Tech Talk on the CES was quite excellent. And by the way, those two presentations, Yuri's presentation from last week and Catherine's, are already up on the site, so you can take a look at it. Catherine, what's coming on this week?
I was going to say, actually, it'll be a great show. That's why I was applauding, because it's not going to be me. It's going to be Victoria. Victoria Stern is our guest speaker, and she always goes that little farther out to the right. So it's going to be a great show for you guys this Thursday.
Yeah, wonderful. Okay, thank you. And I wanted to also announce that that we have a new member. And of course, we all know him. I mean, but Nathan Best is a new member of ours. Nathan, why don't you just tell us real quick what you do, the company you're with, etc., and what you're going to be dying to share with all of our members.
Thanks, Ivan. Yeah. So good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. I know it's a bit of a snowy one out there. Hope everyone's safe and sound and got where they needed to get going this morning. So yeah, my name's Nathan Best. I think I've met a good chunk of people on here already. But yeah, so I'm a financial advisor out in Ancaster. I work with Edward Jones. My main prerogative is to help people achieve their goals. So I like to think of myself sort of as like a personal trainer for your money. Personal trainers are generally designed to help you put a plan in place to help you achieve whatever physical goals you want, whether that be to look good for your partner, run a marathon, get a six-pack, whatever those goals are. We have similar methodologies towards helping you achieve your financial goals, whether that be retire at 55, pay for your kids' education, make sure your estate is protected, that kind of stuff. Tax management, all that kind of, normal financial stuff. And yeah, that's sort of what we're about. Like I said, we're in Ancaster. And as far as what I'm planning on doing as a member, Ivan and I have been talking a little bit about doing some investing seminars or webinars around different parts of financial planning, risk management, tax management, just basic financial concepts. Like, we're trying to keep it very high level so that we're not getting too many people lost in the technical stuff. But yeah, it's going to be, hopefully we'll get that going in the next little while. But yeah, thanks, Ivan, for the introduction. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice to have you on board. And so today, folks, we're talking about business essentials. Okay, so and I'm going to just ask a question. I'm going to leave it open to anybody to just jump in and give me a response. One just a ground rule. Sometimes we get a little bit of crosstalk where we're all kind of chatting over each other. If we can kind of be aware of that, since we have a captive audience on Facebook that's just dying to hear what we got to say, hanging on every word. So if we can just wait until the other person's finished, that would be fantastic. And if you happen to have a loud dog or person in the background, or you've got your window open, howling wind, just put yourself on mute and get ready to talk. All right. So with that said, what was the first point that you got to in your business, if you can remember back that far, that you realized that there were some things that you were missing, that you weren't, you didn't have 100% information on, and you thought, oh my goodness, I need to learn this. This is essential for my business. Anybody?
Marketing.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead, Rita. You were going to say something?
Yeah, for me, since we are a franchise, so marketing was done for me by the corporate. But the number one thing that nobody said anything is hiring people. Hiring the right person for the right job. Even today, I still struggle with it.
Yeah, don't we all? How many people came up against the struggle of trying to understand taxes and remittances to the government and things like that? Remember that? That was a painful one, wasn't it? So there are a lot of things that we need to look at as business people. So I'm just going to say, this is just my short list, and I'd love to hear your feedback on this. My short list is this. Have a notebook. That's the first essential for me. A notebook, I have a notebook here that I write everything in because, I get the opportunity. I'm really blessed that I get the opportunity to brainstorm with some amazing people. You, our members, right? I get to brainstorm with you, come up with ideas on things. And then 3 weeks goes by and I'm thinking, what was that thing that I thought, I can't remember exactly what it was because I didn't write it down. And, you wake up in the middle of the night after an amazing dream on how to solve all the world's problems and profit from it. And then you forget it by morning, right? But if you happen to have a notebook that you can write those things down, it's really helpful. Write down everything. You never know when you need it. Now, the wise person, which admittedly I'm not, would take some of their notes and their brainstorms and put them into a Word document so that it's searchable, right? So if you're looking for certain keywords on things that you spoke about or that you brainstormed, you can easily find it, right? But definitely getting a notebook is important. And then the second one, and Catherine's going to smile when I say this, and that is setting up or having the equipment to have your own little small studio. Okay, we are in a very visual environment. People, how many of us have gotten trapped watching TikTok? I mean, they stick them in everywhere. These short videos are on Instagram, on YouTube, and you watch the first one, and next thing you know, we now get into the whole swiping, right? And
it's like cheesy.
We can be trapped for hours, right? So what was that, Owen?
I said it's like cheesies.
It's like cheesies, right? That's good. So basically, having your own studio set up. I mean, you have a camera. Most of us have a camera. We're all on here, so therefore we have a camera. But being able to get like the right lighting, which I don't have right now because I'm not at the office, but having nice lighting, having a nice a microphone, etc., so that you can create content, on the fly, right? And as we know from today, nature provides us great opportunities to shoot content, right? Today, you would go out in the snow, for those who like to go out in the snow, and you'd shoot a video and you'd post it, and it would be consumed because everyone's experiencing what we're experiencing at this moment. So it would be something that can go out there but you have the equipment to do it. Something that you could take with you that's portable. And if anybody has done this sort of thing already, you'll realize that it's not expensive. The equipment is really inexpensive. And by the way, Adam, I love your lighting. It looks good.
Thanks, Ivan.
Nice picture there. That's great. Let me just let Thomas in. So definitely how many of us actually blog on a video blog on a regular basis? Okay. Anybody else? Roa, do you? A little bit?
I make TikToks. I don't blog.
Oh, you do TikToks?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna have to chat about that because I don't. But I've always wanted to, but I just feel like I'd be terrified to. Anyway, we're gonna have to chat about that. Okay. Anyway, how many people feel terrified of TikTok, of creating TikTok content? Mwah, right? So yeah, we might have you do a presentation there, Rowan. Okay, so the other one is understanding software integrations. This is really something that kind of crept up on a lot of folks like me, that software integrates so amazingly that a single owner business can have so many programmed workflows, structured workflows that are automated through these integrations, that it takes the role of a number of people that you'd have to hire to be able to do things. And you could do way more now. This is the absolute perfect time to be in business as a solopreneur, because you can do so many things automated. Okay, so whether you have a project management software that integrates with your MailChimp, that integrates with with other things that you do. There are so many things that you can do out there. How many people use a productivity tool like project management software, help desk, any of that stuff? Anybody? Okay, just 2? Really fascinating. Jackie, no, really? Fascinating. Okay, that's the presentation that's coming up. I'll tell you that much right now. Okay, so the 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th one is bookkeeping. Now I'm going to pick on this one just a little bit more. How many people look at your numbers and pull things apart and every month, and then gauge your numbers based on what your annual goals are financially? Wonderful. Lisa, great. Nathan, good. Anybody else?
I try.
Let me tell you something. A lot of people fly blind. They kind of wing it, right? They have a goal that they set in January of what they want to achieve by the end of the year, but they don't look at the natural benchmarks, so the natural, the thresholds. Say, the end of every month to say, okay, let's take a look here and see where we are and evaluate. Because if you have a goal to hit a certain number by the end of the year and you are ahead of the game, then it allows you to adjust up your numbers, or it allows you to at least evaluate what your options are. But if you're behind the game, then you know how much more work you need to do or how you need to retool your strategy to be able to hit those numbers by the end of the year.
I have a question that kind of builds on that question. Because what if you have numbers, but they are like, this is what my boss tells me, you need to make this many calls a day and you need to make this many meetings a week. But I use those as bare minimums. If they want me to make 50 calls a day, I am darn well going to make more than 50 calls a day. It's like my bare minimum. But I'm curious how many other people approach it like that. Like that, someone told me that makes me way too ambitious. And I think it's kind of realistic most days, at least.
Got to do what's right for you, Veronica. You know how many calls you need to make how many meetings, and then sort of probably have an idea of how many of those are sales, and then what the amount of the sales are going to be on average.
Right.
We did an exercise in one of the presentations that Ivan did, and for me, it's not necessarily calls, but how many courses I have to book so that I'm meeting my mark, right, per month. So yeah, I have a monthly and then weekly.
Right. So taking a look at your numbers every single month really, I think, gives you an amazing opportunity to feel the pulse of your business in a very real way and know how to make things happen, as opposed to getting to the end of the year and then going, well, I missed that mark. I'll set up a new resolution in January and try for something new, but without ever knowing exactly how your business is going. So definitely consider that. How many people do their own bookkeeping without a bookkeeper? Okay. All right. So folks, listen, if you want to know how it's done, talk to these guys. How many people actually have a bookkeeper? Okay, good. And then how many people just wing it? No bookkeeper. Just gonna haven't done taxes in 5 years. Okay, I got it. Beautiful. Thank you, Maggie. Okay. Let's, I wish we had a bookkeeper on here. Anybody know a bookkeeper? Please refer them. Okay, because we'd love to have one. All right.
I know several.
Yeah. Okay.
This
All
is
right.
We got to get Lawrence to show up. Eh?
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, he's
Fantastic.
good.
So the other one is, okay, people are going to give me some pushback on this, but I'm going to just say it, okay? Own a domain. Own a domain. All right? At some point, you want to upgrade from Gmail. At some point, you want to have your company name there, right? So does anybody know what it costs to buy a domain these days? Anybody?
Between 15 and 20 bucks, depending on where you're going.
And you know what? I've seen some domain companies that are selling them for like $7, just to get you roped in there. I mean, they're going to charge you a higher rate in your second and third year, but they're going to get you in there for $7. So own the domain and just set up your email on there. If you don't want to even put up a website because you happen to have a Shopify site or whatever it is, and you just want to have the domain, it's just nicer when you say, it's Ivan at thisgreatcity.com as opposed to, Ivan the Great at Gmail, because Ivan at Gmail is already taken, right? Ivan the Great 6472, so definitely do that. And what was that, Owen?
It sounded good. Ivan the Great. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And the thing is also is that scammers, when you see a Gmail come in, you don't know the person's legit or not, right? I mean, so because scammers don't use your own domain name. I mean, it's kind of nice for you to own it. All right, and then the last one I have is, how many people have an actual content strategy? How many people have a content strategy? Do you, Lisa? Tell me about it.
See, I'm kind of spoiled since I'm part of a franchise. They do a lot of marketing for us. However, we do have free reins on some of the things that we do. So, posting online isn't just about sell. Yes, that's your objective, but you got to have something, whether it's educational or let me teach you how to use our system, or, there's got to be more strategy, I guess, as opposed to just selling. Because if you don't have that information piece, that educational piece, or something completely random, your people are just going to get bored. They're not going to be interested. That's what we found. So
what platforms are you using?
All of them. No, we really are. Never done the TikTok thing. But we do our little not skits, blogs, I guess you want to say, but we also, we have how to use our system. So we have a bunch of different content that we post on all of them to keep them aware. Yeah.
Interesting, eh? So you use YouTube, of course, the standards, Facebook, Instagram, etc., and you put content out there. Is it the same type of content all the time, or are you using blogging and then videos and other things? What do you use?
All different. So our YouTube is really for, so let's say you sign up with us and you don't know how to use our system, and for whatever reason I'm busy or in an appointment that meeting. There's always information to find, whether you need help to do something, to book a shipment, or whatever that you need to do. Our Facebook and Instagram is a bit of a mix, getting to know us, my company, but also not only the people in it, but also what we do, because you hear our name, no one knows what we do. So we have a bunch of different avenues that we try to use to, again, keep them interested. Or if I post the same thing on Facebook and Instagram, no one's going to visit both of my sites because, well, I just saw that on Facebook. Why am I going to check it out on Instagram?
Right.
So we always try to do a little bit of both, so that it's like, oh, what she posts there today, or what are they doing there? How do I? So just to keep it interesting, I guess.
Cool. Anybody else? Roa, what are you using?
So our demographic mainly uses Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. So those are the three social media platforms that we push out the most on. For Facebook and Instagram, we do push out the same content because they're both connected. And I think that we will continue to do so just because the age demographics, although they're both our demographic, they're a little bit different in age. So we push out the same content still. And then TikTok is the place for mainly information and humor, whereas Facebook and Instagram is more for a call to action to shop. So that's kind of how we utilize all three.
Cool. Anybody else? I love it. That's great. Anybody else have a content strategy? How many people wish they had a content strategy? How many people are too shy to create content? Where's Owen? How many people are too shy to create content?
So I'm not going to say a whole lot because I have worked as a content manager and a content strategist for a number of different companies, and I could go off on this. But I pull from three basic. Everything gets grouped into three categories. I have inspiration, education, and elevation. And from those three, I'm pulling either I'm inspiring my audience, I'm teaching my audience, or I'm elevating the collaboration or the networking or taking things to the next level with them. So everything falls into those three, and I just rotate those three categories. My core values get funneled into those. The things that I'm selling, the thing that I'm focusing on, any events that are coming up fall into those three categories. Ivan, we may have to talk about doing a social media content planning thing.
It's coming.
That's kind of my jam.
Absolutely.
I can go off. But just a note too, for those of you who are sharing on Facebook and Instagram, you're going to find that while they may be the same demographic, they're two different types of people. People who are on Facebook likely aren't as on Instagram nearly as much, and people who are on Instagram likely don't use Facebook.
Right.
So keep that in mind. You can cross-promote your content very easily, but don't feel like you're duplicating yourself or sharing the same thing all of the time. They probably don't see it, just to be honest.
Absolutely. And you know what I mean? When you think about the, this Facebook, Instagram, of course, and TikTok, which I know little about, to be honest, but also YouTube. YouTube is amazing. So if you have a strategy that's going to use those four, let's say, depending on the demographic that you're targeting, those four, you'll actually see an absolute increase in engagement and eventually business because of it. It's that point that you get to where you do all this work and you prepare stuff and you put it out there and you share it, etc. And then you start to see the return on that. It's something not to be shy of. It's basically what I'm saying. All right. How many people have actually put out one video, and how many okay? And so, did you get a lot of views on that, Cynthia?
Well, no, because I didn't put it for publish publicly. It was strictly done for awareness of the IPAC assessment for employees throughout York Region. But yes, I got a lot of hits based on that because they were mandatory trainings. So anything with mandatory, but I'm sure if I put it out in the public, it'll eventually get captured. But yes, I had 100% success because it was done internally.
Awesome. Yeah. So don't be shy of video. Listen, I have, so two things. There is a video that we've already put together a while back on setting up your own studio. For under $500. So definitely check it out. You just do a search on this great city and you'll see it. And then of course, as was mentioned, we will be doing a presentation. Jen obviously is interested in helping to put that together on social media, on how to use social media, which platforms work for which, what's the best. And by the way, everyone's on some social media. I think it's 90% adoption here in Canada. So it's amazing. So definitely think of that. I have one thing that's kind of outside of the essentials, but I'm going to throw it out there. And that is associated products. Okay, associated products. So, I like looking at different businesses from time to time, whether it's home renovation companies like House Tech or coaches like Jackie. I like looking at the competition, like who's out there doing what in those spaces, right? And what I find is a growing trend is that a lot of these companies are selling products. They're selling products like like for instance, coaches, they sell planners and notebooks, so they branded with their own brands, right? So it's just a way to generate additional revenue, right? I know Catherine has a store too that she sells products. Like there are different things that you can do, even if you sell only one thing through your website. It's kind of nice to have an associated product, some sort of an e-commerce setup, because what will happen is eventually that thing will. You may end up expanding it if you have a lot of folks buying your stuff. But with that, and this is another presentation that's coming, and that is about affiliate links that you can share, and you can generate revenue as an affiliate for a number of different companies. There are actually hubs that give you the list of all of the companies out there, a lot of the companies out there that you can set yourself up as an affiliate. So when you're doing your content and you're speaking about different things, you might mention a product or service that you are an affiliate of. You can add the link in there, and of course, the way it works.
Like sponsors?
Yeah. So if we're let's say that we're an affiliate of Amazon, for instance. Let's say, right, a product on Amazon. So we might. I can talk about that product. I'll say, everybody just click the link below and you can see that product or whatever it is. And if somebody clicks on it and they buy within 30 days or whatever it is, then or 24 hours, I don't know, they're all different, then I will make they'll pay me an affiliate fee for that sale, right? Some companies out there pay even greater affiliate fees. So but being able to mention these products, especially if it's something that you use, in fact, for me, I look for software now that offers an affiliate link. So if I'm speaking about that product in one of my videos, I definitely want to link to that product. I give people the range of different products that they can use, but I recommend the product that I'm the affiliate of, right? So it's just another way of generating revenue that's associated with your business. Any affiliates here? Great. Can you tell us about it, Jennifer?
Yeah, I've used affiliate marketing since I started blogging in 2012 or 2010. I started blogging. I added affiliate marketing, I think, since 2014 with Amazon. So I'll share 10 things that I'm loving on my lifestyle blog, and people will click through and buy, and I get a check from Amazon every month. Sometimes it's pennies, sometimes it's hundreds of dollars, depending on the time of year and the thing that I'm sharing. But I also have brokered deals with brands where they'll send me products and I will blog about the product, and then I get a percentage of every sale that comes from my links from now until my blog dies or whatever. So it can be a form of passive income because you're really just sharing things you're already doing or already using. And I know Amazon affiliates, Etsy has an affiliate program. There's a platform called Awin. I think it's awin.com or .ca, depending on where you are, that offers a whole bunch of different options for affiliate programs. So if it's something you use regularly, and I would highly encourage you that if it's something you can stand behind, right? Because you're recommending it, you're influencing people and leading the way on using a product or a service, make sure you have done your research before you tell everyone to use it. But if it's something you can stand behind, there's no reason why you shouldn't make a little bit of money for recommending it.
Absolutely. All right. Yeah. So listen, two things I want to get to. Sorry, two more things on my list. One is I want to mention about productivity management tools. If you don't have one, I want you to check out Monday.com. A lot of people have heard of it. It's probably one of the most popular out there. And wow, what an amazing platform to use, especially for solopreneurs. Yes, definitely, because it allows you to set up your projects, etc., and manage the projects and your communication and bring everything into one place. It's very, very awesome. And also for teams, there's also, to compete with that is hub staff teams. It's good. I'm not knocking it. It's awesome, but if you're price shopping, then these hub staff teams, Monday and teamwork, they have different prices, so check them out. All right, but help desks are really super cool. One of my clients has a help desk program on her website, where every time that a visitor shows up on her site, she gets a ding dong, like a doorbell sound, and then she can actually, if they're looking for a specific product, she can actually pick them up and move them to the page, right, where the product is. She can engage with them immediately. It tells her whether it's a returning visitor or not. If it's a returning visitor and she recognizes that person's IP or whatever it is, she might say, "Hey, listen, I see that you're here pretty often, so I'm going to offer you an incentive. I noticed that you have something in your cart. I'm going to offer you an incentive to make that purchase today," or whatever it is. So there are some tools. Zendesk, a little expensive, but it seems to be one of the best known. And then there's Happy Fox, which is a better price, and then there's Live Agent, which is the one that my client uses, Live Agent, right? So those tools I find are really awesome, especially if you're by yourself, you're running a business by yourself, and you're looking for ways to just automate a few of the things that you're doing. Then definitely check that out. I have another note here that says understand the margins, right? Sometimes we set margins to cover our cost, right? We say, okay, I'm going to charge this much for my service, and if I hit my numbers, it actually just pays for my overhead, pays for my staff, pays for my gas, put some food on the table, but it doesn't put any money aside for you to save so you can invest in the future. And what happens is then people end up having to go take out loans to do things as opposed to earning the revenue to do those things. So understand your markups and what your competition are charging, so that you're charging the right amount so that you can achieve the goals that you're setting out to do. And then
that would be a really good show.
Sorry, yeah, I know.
That would be a really good workshop.
We went through that. Yeah,
because I know, coming from a public health sector and then going into business, it was like realizing what the markup for other companies were on first aid supplies, and you're going, oh, I can't charge that. But like, how do you figure out when it's the right price to charge, or that's gouging?
Right. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. But, again, sometimes we say, oh yeah, look at these guys. I can't believe they're charging that fee. But after a couple of years, you realize they're charging that fee because they want to be around forever. Right. So, so that's kind of the way that works. Okay. And then the last is look at the hard facts about your business. Right. The hard facts. Those are usually the things that people tell you. Hey, Ivan, I think you need to consider this. And I go, no, because I know everything. I'm not listening to the hard facts. I'd like for everybody to just consider, when you do that monthly evaluation of whether you're hitting your targets or not, that's where the hard facts should kick in. And, folks, I'm rushing this because we have a number of people on the call today, and I do want to get through the networking part of it. So let's go and jump right into that, unless somebody has a comment on the things that we've spoken about. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the chat window. And so everyone.
Roa had her hand up.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, Roa.
Thank you so much. Yes, I had a question for Jennifer, if Jennifer doesn't mind. You mentioned a website called InWin where you can see like different affiliate marketing like approaches or so. Do you mind spelling that out for me?
It's a win. So A like Apple, win. Yeah.
Win.com. Okay.
WIN. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I just found it. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Okay, folks, if you'd like, you can drop your contact information into the chat window. And I'm going to start with Frida. Last
Pick on me
in, first
first.
up.
I wasn't the last in.
Okay.
I was in before on my cell phone, but then somehow my computer kicked me out. So, and I invited a friend, so she's here as well.
Wonderful.
So I'm a independent business owner with ACN. I help businesses and individuals turn their liabilities into income generating assets. So in other words, everyone can get paid on their own bills. Your own hydro, your own internet, your own home phone, your own cell phone, whatever. There's a opportunity to make a commission off of that, up to 20% back. So I've been doing this for a few years. It has changed my life. I also clean houses on the side. So those are my two things that I do.
Beautiful. Thank you, Freedom.
Yeah.
Okay, Roshan. Yes. Yeah, you. And you're on mute, Roshan.
Oh my God, you caught me off guard. Yeah, no, what I do printing and designing of, graphic designing. I do logos if you need a new logo, if you need to update your logo. I also do t-shirts, any kind of promotional items you may need for your company. And the cup right there, Jackie is showing up the cup.
Mm-hmm.
So I do cups, personalized shirts. As I said, you want shirts for your companies, you can get that also. I offer 10% discount to all members.
Sure.
Yeah. Plus the best service in the industry. I'm just telling you that right now. Okay.
That's right.
All right. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Okay, Jackie, you're up.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jackie. I am a mindset coach and transformational trainer. I do a lot of work with the unconscious mind. So if you're constantly hitting those blocks and you can't seem to push through them, no matter how you try or what you do, then give me a call and let me see if we can figure out a different way. That's me in a nutshell.
Beautiful. All right. Thank you so much.
Weekend, so I'm a bit out.
It's okay. Lisa, you're up.
My name is Lisa. I'm from InExpress. I am a guest here from Thomas. So thanks again, Thomas, for inviting me. You guys have been absolutely lovely. My business, I help small businesses with their shipping, whether that be save them time, money, and hassle. Most of the time, it's all three. There's no membership fees. There's no contracts. There's literally no fee associated to using us. It's a site that you go on. We are partnered with Canpar, DHL, and Purelator, getting you 75% off on your shipping. And in today's crazy shipping worlds, everyone can use a deal. So I'll leave my contact info, and thanks again.
Lisa, you guys can pick up from anywhere, right? Pick up from anywhere, deliver to anywhere, right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I know you're in Windsor. I don't want to have you drive all the way to Hamilton to pick up.
Well, we have clients all over Canada. So it's
Okay.
anywhere in Canada, but we ship worldwide. And that's like air, ocean, doesn't matter. So
Wonderful.
anywhere you are, we can find you.
I can show you InExpress for that. I do a lot of shipping.
Well, there you go. Call me, Rosie.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Teresa, you're up.
All right, gotta find my mute button. So I am a partner of This Great City. So we're always looking for new members and new citizens. And I'm also a partner of my agency, which is a marketing company. So any marketing needs that you have, whether it be design, social media, SEO, website design and development, please give us a call.
Wonderful. Okay. Nathan, I know you mentioned stuff before, but can you do it again?
Play it again, Sam. Yeah. So again, Nathan Best, Lancaster, Ontario, just out on the outskirts of Hamilton. I help people with their financial goals. So if you ever have a question about planning for your retirement, planning for your kids' education, protecting your wealth, tax management, estate planning, come give me a call. If you know anybody, I generally tend to work with business owners and senior managers. Those are kind of my two key demographics. But yeah, if you know anybody in those sort of areas that are looking for that type of help, feel free to give them my information. I put in the chat for everybody.
Absolutely. And listen, folks, as Nathan just said, if you don't need that service, but you know somebody who's been mentioning their need for a certain service, whether it's shipping or it's investments or whatever it is, then please bring that information to the group so that people can get those referrals. All right, Peter, you're up.
So what I do is, for the last few years, I've been helping business owners who have an existing website and have reached the limit of what they can do comfortably themselves. At that point, I can take over as your web mechanic and add those ambitious upgrades or just fix some nagging issue for you. I work on the WordPress platform, which is pretty much the most popular choice for websites these days, especially for small business owners. If you don't have a website yet, I can certainly also do that for you as well. Or if you need to burn down the old website and just start over again, that's often a good idea as well. So you can contact me through the information I entered into the chat, or we can schedule a one-on-one Calendly interview and we can get to know each other's business. And that's what I'm offering you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Peter. Nicely said. Adam.
Yes, good morning, everyone. I'm a mind-body transformational coach. I help people get results. What kind of results? Results in health, feeling better, improving mood, losing weight. I do that to help people become better performers in life and at work, because we can all use a little more energy and health in our lives, especially these days. For this month of January, I have a couple of promotions going on. So on my one-on-one coaching program, I'm actually offering $1,000 off, and also starting a group coaching program. So I got a couple different options there to help you get to your next level.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Awesome. Thank you. I'm going to pick on Yuri because Yuri has a show coming up on Wednesday morning. Go ahead, Yuri.
Am I on mute or no? I'm good.
No, you're good.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Yuri Nesbitt. I'm a real estate. I'd like to say a hub solution for the real estate. On Wednesday, we're going to discuss creative financing for the secondary suite, or for the single home, and you want to convert it into secondary suite. That's going to be the topic. The major thing is how to finance this thing, because especially when you want to buy one and the second one and the third one and the fifth one and so on, if you nowadays the property worth 700,000, you need about 30-40% to do the project, and you may not have money for the next project. So I want to shrink that to half basically and show how it's done. So
awesome. That's great. So make sure to tune in on Wednesday morning. The information is on the homepage of the website. I'm going to pick on Thomas next.
Morning, everybody. Thomas from Greater Southwestern Group, located in Windsor, Ontario. Well, I'm also the city leader of Windsor Essex County and the owner of Greater Southwestern Group. We specialize in IT security and business phone and unified communications for small, medium-sized business. I have a promotion going on at the end of the year that I'll be offering free, no-cost technical assessments. Because of lockdowns and all the craziness still going on, I'm extending it to March. So please reach out if you want a review of your technology and see where we can help you out. Other than that, that's about it. I'll just throw my contact information in the chat and look forward to hearing from everybody.
Thank you, Thomas. And by the way, Thomas is the city leader down there in Windsor. I'd like to just point out also that Catherine Davies, the city leader for Stony Creek, and Jackie, of course, the city leader for Barrie, not Guelph, and Jennifer is the city leader for Kitchener, Ontario. So that's fantastic. All right, Owen, you're up.
Good morning, everyone. How are you? My name is Owen Clark, and I'm the owner of a company called House Tech Home Improvements. We specialize in mainly residential renovations. We do a bit of commercial, very rare, but mainly residential. And we focus a lot on kitchens, bathrooms, basements. We do just about every type of renovation you can imagine. And we get into a lot of crazy stuff. You know, we try to work with the customer. I would consider home improvements to be one of the best renovation companies out there, in the sense that we really work with the customer to get them what they want on budget and on time. And you can check out my webpage. I did share it online. So yes, I'm happy to be here. It's my first time here, so I found the session very useful. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely, Owen, since you've been a member for over a year now. Anyway, okay,
I didn't think it happens on time, on budget, and quality work. I usually tell the clients to pick the two of them.
You know, it does happen. It does happen. I think a lot of times, though, it's sometimes it's unrealistic expectations, right? So we have to clear that up initially, so everybody's on page and understands what's involved. Because some people, they want their kitchen done in a week, which is, you want a massive kitchen done and you want it done in a week, and
managing expectations, right?
Yeah.
But isn't it done in a week on those home and garden shows? Anyway, all right.
You can,
Michael.
it can. It's possible, but
Michael,
Photoshop.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Michael Palme, and I help people build and protect their wealth, life insurance, critical insurance, disability insurance to protect your income and your wealth, investments to help you build your wealth, RSPs, TFSAs, RESPs for your children. Let's find out where you are with your financial future, where you want to be, and what we can do to help you achieve your financial goals. Mike Palme, Nelson Mello and Associates in beautiful Dundas, Ontario.
Yes. Michael puts the mellow in Nelson Mello and Associates. Beautiful. All right, Rita.
Hi, everyone. My name is Rita. I own the Fast Signs here in Hamilton. We are working with all sorts of businesses, working on indoor, outdoor signage, decoration, you name it. We have a designer on staff who can do the design as well. And we've been helping businesses promote their own product and help them grow, because a lot of the times they don't know they do need to promote their products, and they do have to advertise. And once they see the results, they realize that how important that is. And we also work with bigger manufacturing companies with a lot of safety signage. Lately with COVID, we did a lot of those, you call them sneeze guards, and they are becoming permanent, you know, the barrier that you see between the person behind the desk and yourself. So yeah, that helped us a lot. But yeah, this is my 5th year in the business, and it's been a struggle for the past 2 years, but we are still here.
Awesome. Thank you, Rita. Thank you very much. Catherine.
Really, I was just giving the thumbs up. Good morning, everyone. I'm Catherine Davies. I'm the Stony Creek City Leader, which is really part of Hamilton. So I'm Ivan and Teresa's right hand. My other business is Life's Emergency Training. We are a first aid, CPR, and AED training company. We do blended and on-site learning. We specialize in industrial commercial clients, professionals, keeping them WSIB compliant. If you have any questions, don't ever hesitate to reach out. I've put my contact information in the chat.
Catherine, I want you to tell us who your ideal client is.
Ideal client is the manufacturing companies that their HR or a health and safety client, right? It depends on the size. Some will have HR that has a specialist in WSIB, and others will just use their joint health and safety.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Maggie, you're up.
Okay. Well, I am Maggie Stice, and I am a freelance writer. We all need content. Content is king. However, not everyone wants to do their own content, so that's where I can come in. I can do social media posts, blog posts, something for your newsletter, website, full articles. Now, travel writing is my specialty and my love, and I can't wait to get back to it. In fact, looking out the window, I'm thinking, why the hell am I still in Canada? Anyway, I can write for pretty much any industry. I do some other writing too, but and I'm also working on in the planning stages of a new venture, which is fashion design. So, but writing, I will always write. So that's basically me in a nutshell. I'm a writer.
Awesome, awesome. So we talked about content. If you don't like trying to keep up with content creation for writing your blogs, then definitely reach out to Maggie. All right, where is Cynthia? Where'd she go? There you are. Cynthia, you're up.
All right. Yeah, I'm just still trying to get over Owen that bursted my bubble that I can't get my kitchen done in a week. So I guess I'll hold off on that project for a bit until the realization. So me, so I've been an operational trainer. I basically train. I have my own company and organization. So basically what we do is we do the vital mandatory trainings within a workforce. So we train all the employees, and we do it in a 4-pillar sector. I do training for health and safety alongside my sister company, Catherine Davis. So we both do the same thing. We go way back with Toronto EMS, and so I've got that going. I also do a leadership and management training. So I have about quite a few trainings on helping leaders and managers of organizations build themselves, as well as productivity within their organization and within their employees. I also do your mandatory cultural sensitivity training. I have a lot of individuals that do that. One of my other sister companies is in Jamaica. So they do it from a social platform in Jamaica. And that brings credibility to my trainings, as well as my Indigenous leader trainers. I also do and train in conflict resolution and mediation. I am certified to do so. So I help employers help navigate either difficult clients or communication strategies or dispute resolution or mediation within each other's workforces. So there's many ways we can do that. I have blended courses, which means that you do part of it online and the other part I come in-house. I do e-learning, so there's self-directed courses. You go ahead and take my PowerPoints, and perhaps you're one of those leaders that want to train. You use my PowerPoint, and you train your own employees. And I do in-house, where you bring me in, like Sparks for training that I have. I basically spend a whole day with your employees, bringing and motivating them in team building exercises. And I do coaching. So if you want to do your e-learning by yourself, but then you want someone to stand by you for an hour or two and you have all these questions, I will coach you through all the learning and build your leadership styles so that you don't need to always call me. You basically empower yourself, and you can get as creative as you want with your employees. So I'm basically a kickstart from the beginning. And if you need me longer, I'm there. So yeah, that's me.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you very much, Cynthia. Neil.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Am I the last one?
No.
Okay. All right. I'm a bit of a Pandora's box, but these days I'm focusing on building a business on boudoir photography, photography and videography. And for those of you who don't know what boudoir photography is, I would encourage you to go to my website and look at the website. It'll give you a good idea. But the premise of my offering is that every woman is beautiful in her own way. And my goal is to bring that out through a boudoir photography session. And it's an experience that you give to yourself. You treat yourself to it. It's something that maybe you do once in your lifetime, or once every few years. And the idea is to help you build confidence in yourself, see yourself in a different way, a new light, a positive light. We could all use some sort of self-confidence or a boost in self-confidence, can't we?
Mm-hmm.
Do I get a yes on that?
Absolutely.
Everyone, right? So that is the whole purpose of boudoir photography. And it's something that I'm passionate about. It's something that I feel I can help people feel comfortable with and make them really see themselves in a different light.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool.
That's it in a
could use
nutshell.
I could use some confidence there, Neil.
We all can, yes,
That's all I'm
yes.
saying.
But specifically, boudoir photography
Just for women.
is
Okay.
geared towards the female perspective.
All right. I think that's discrimination that you don't,
You always say that, but you want to come? We'll book it. You want to book a session? We'll book a session.
I think I'd look good on one of those shag carpet things. Yeah. Anyway,
Evan and I can do together.
together. Okay, this is a whole different show.
That's called
All right,
couples
we're going to go
boudoir,
over to
yes.
Sita. Go ahead, Sita. You're up next.
Sure, couples boudoir, no problem.
Great morning, everyone. My name is Sita, and I'm a space management specialist. So what that is, I'm in the decluttering business. So I just love helping people organize their space, essentially, wherever they are. So that's been a passion of mine. And that's essentially what I do. I just love helping people bring more order and more clarity to where they are, where they live. So that's what I do. Thank you.
Thank you, Sita. Chris, did I ask you already, Chris? Not yet. Okay, Chris, please.
Well, first of all, Ivan, thank you for inviting me. I'm a guest here. My name is Chris Morris. I'm from Guelph, Ontario, and I'm an independent associate with Legal Shield. And Legal Shield, if you're not familiar with it, we provide affordable legal services to small business and families. I like to refer to it as CAA for life, except instead of sending you a tow truck, we put you in touch with a lawyer and he solves your problem. The other problem we have is identity theft protection. We have a really robust plan. We just brought it out a couple of months ago, our new plan, and I'm using it myself, and it's kind of scary how many alerts I'm getting. And I thought I had my systems pretty well protected, but whoa, it's a nasty world out there. So anyways, yeah, it's a membership-based program. As I say, very much like CAA, monthly membership, and we can help you with all kinds of things. Your wills and your power of attorney are part of the membership. So as a last love letter to your family, that's really necessary. I've encountered a couple of situations in the last month or two where people died without one, and I wouldn't wish that on anybody's relatives, let me tell you. It's been a nightmare. Anyways, Chris Morris from Legal Shield. I put my information in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chris. And Marnie, also, I think the space bar, if you hit the space bar, it should unmute you. I think that's the way that works. All right. If not, but while you're checking out the space bar there, Marnie, I'm going to go to Sheila.
Good morning. My name is Sheila. I'm a shopping annuity advisor. I show people that there is another way to do your shopping. Most of the time, we all have just spent money day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year, and have never really seen anything back. Especially if those of us are, sort of always looking for the bonus at the end of the year, saying, your cash back on your credit card or something, and that's our bonus of getting money back. But no, I can actually help people, families, raise supplemental ongoing income just by converting the way that they spend the money. And I do specialize in something within that sector, and that is I help people realize that there's a great way to be able to pay off your debts in super quick time. I myself use the same system, and I was able to see that I can cut 34 years off of my debt load. I don't have 34 years to live, never mind 34 years to sort of, be in partnership with a bank and pay through, craziness, right? So why not put that money back into your own pocket and save? For me, 34 years plus the savings of over $400,000 worth of interest that could go back to the bank. Because like I said, partnerships with the bank, hey, it's a necessity, but at the same time, the shorter, the better, right?
Awesome. That's right. Okay, Veronica.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Veronica. I work for a company called Yordas Group. We're basically a full service environmental consultancy. So we offer services like sustainability, life cycle analysis, safety data sheets. The one area I'm getting into the last couple of weeks is HAZCOM. So things like poison center notifications, all kinds of stuff. These main part of my role has to do with our software called Hive. We call it our one-stop shop for all things regulatory compliance. So if you have to track chemical regulations for your job because you're in manufacturing, this is a godsend, and it can solve a lot of your problems and save you a lot of time. So if you have questions, feel free to ask me. That's all I do all day is answer people's questions about this.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to go to Marnie. Are you able to chat? If not, I'm going to go to Jennifer. Jennifer.
Okay, I was just giving her a chance. I'm Jennifer Jane. I'm a brand growth strategist and coach, and I help entrepreneurs who are tired of being told that they have to run their business a specific way, actually figure out a way to run their business, set their goals, and achieve their goals in a way that feels good. Because if it doesn't feel good, you're not going to do it. So I am all about core values and making sure that you are living your values and making sure that your life and your business flow in harmony together. And this week I'm actually speaking in a summit all about business and health and wellness. There's 8 different tracks. I did drop a link earlier. If anyone wants to join, it's totally free. There's like 100 hours of content. So you can pick and choose what you're interested in, scroll up to find that link. And that's what I'm working on right now.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Okay, Marnie, if you're able to chat, just click the space bar. If not, if you can put your information into the chat window, that would be fantastic. And then we'll just go ahead and read it out. And I think we did pretty well. I mean, we're just 3 minutes overtime here, but I want to thank everybody for coming out today. This was a really great chat. I know that everyone's saying, Ivan, enough. I want to get outside. I want to play in the snow. Well, now you have your chance. Folks, if you want to stick around for the lounge, the discussion lounge, please do. We're going to have networking. And then, of course, after the networking, there'll be, then it's an open conversation. So feel free to stick around until 11:30 if you wish. And reminder, Wednesday morning, we have real estate investing with Yuri Nesbitt. Thursday morning, of course, Victoria will be taking Tech Talk. And I will see you back on Monday for morning coffee with me, Ivan Sutton. And thank you all very, very much for coming out. Good discussion. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Have a good week, everyone.
Bye, everyone.